Welcome, this is Channel 4 News, and this is For My Sad Friends. And today, we're at the REGGAE bar, listening to some Screamo, deathcore, scrams, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's emo, and we're listening to it. This is our first For My Sad Friends event this year, and today, we have 6 local bands, a bunch of local talent, playing in this amazing venue, REGGAE bar. This is Channel 4 News, For My Sad Friends.
My name is Hank, and I came here to see Titled because I'm their #1 fan. I'm eating some marshmallow cookie dough cake slice, and it's pretty good, and I really like it.
I'm Nick. I'm a photographer for the scene, and I'm here to see 15-Year Duel.
I'm Abby. I'm the girlfriend.
I'm Chloe. I'm the third wheel.
We're 15-Year Duel. 15-Year Duel.
I would say it's like a mix of hardcore and moshcore.
Warfall kills me. Thank you for, inviting us out.
I'm not really here to see anyone. I just heard there was a show going on and I was in town. So I figured, fuck it. I'll go back to the first place I ever went to for a show in this town.
Probably right now, some girl passed out right in front of me right now. So
someone elbowed me in the gut and I fucking puked on the floor.
I'd say Woodhouse had some crazy shows, especially with the stuff that was going on in the background. We don't talk about that though. That was some crazy and freaky stuff.
And this guy did a backflip, and she got domed to the back of her head, and she passed out.
He's not really into mosh pitting and stuff, or he hasn't done it yet. The chair's here, and he was hiding behind a chair, and he basically got his ass beat by like a 200-pound guy in an obituary shirt, and his eye was a little bit swollen. I don't know, everything's kind of allowed here. I thought crowd killing was like shamed upon, but instead I got here, I got kicked in the head like 8 times at Killfest.
Remember at my first show when people were crowd killing me, I would get a little butthurt, but I wouldn't do anything about it. So one thing for sure is like, if you're not gonna be able to take it, if you know you're gonna get overwhelmed or just something like that, don't go.
The do's, have fun, and the don'ts, don't come to the fucking shows musty as fuck.
Please wear deodorant. Please fucking wear deodorant.
Don't fart in the pit.
I see old people, maybe parents the band and shit, and they try to walk through the pit. I'm like, bro, you're about to get kicked in the fucking face.
Watch out for little people. They like to mosh too, but it's like one hit's gonna fucking put them in the hospital and shit.
Stay out of where the mosh pit is happening. Stay on the fucking back or the side or something if you don't want to get hit.
Opposite advice, get the fuck in there. If you're on the edge, you're just sitting, waiting for someone to hit you. If you get in there, you're moving, you're getting down with everybody else. You're hitting other people, they're hitting you. It's like, it evens out.
Block.
Have that sixth sense. If you don't see it coming, you don't see it coming.
When somebody's doing the classic, the pickup change, somebody gets elbowed in the face, it goes crazy. It's a chain reaction.
I wish that there was less drama because people can be really annoying.
Photographers who take photos for clout. They're not really here for the art of it. They just kind of just take photos just to post them, get those likes.
Well, I think that people just, again, don't know how to behave and they fight each other and they get super drunk and they're not supposed to be. And then the venues get in trouble.
It's the same way, if you're going to a show knowing that you have beef with a few people there, it's kind of just stay out of their way.
The bands are always changing, and that's kind of a great thing about music scenes like this, is how fluid they are, how much they change. Sure, you've still got a lot of the same rocks, Life is Pain, Blood Skid, Sharp Spit, things like that. But seeing all the new bands come up, it's great. It's the creative process in life.
Just the bands that we get to hear and play with. Every time we play with a band, whether they're new or we've played with them before, it's always pushed us to try to make more stuff or kind of go for a different type of sound, something that we're maybe not used to or comfortable with, but we still push ourselves to try.
The lineup in the venue.
I think the lineup and the energy of the people. If the people are lame, then the show's gonna be lame.
People don't give a fuck where the venue is. If it'll be in the middle of fucking nowhere, they'll show up. As long as it's cheap.
I feel like everybody thinks everybody's way meaner than they actually are.
I feel like a big misconception is that everyone feels like everyone is always moshing, but you don't necessarily have to be in the pit.
When my photography specifically would match with the band's vibes, the long exposure stuff, dragging the lights out, and finding your own specific unique style into sharing your own art with the bands.
So we got to talk to the Texas community. Now let's check in on the bands. Woo! That bitch was loud! I can't fucking hear! My ears are ringing! Let's go ask more questions to the people in our scene.
We just played a sick ass show at the reggae bar.
Went really good. The crowd went crazy. Somebody jumped off stage. It was pretty insane.
Today I was here to help run the door for the show. I actually had a really good time. I got to listen to all the bands.
All right, so we are two of the dads for two of the members from Once More. My son plays guitar.
And my son also plays guitar bass. I think I was more surprised. My son really wasn't interested in doing anything like this, and then it just changed overnight.
I was in a band in high school back in Oregon, where I'm from, and so I think it wasn't a surprise for me. I've put him in guitar lessons since he was, I think, 6 or 7. So
the do's and don'ts when going to a show: practice your mosh etiquette.
Don't get pissed if you get hit. It doesn't matter if you're on the edge of the mosh or if you're in the mosh. You gotta expect it.
Like, just read the room on the pit. Read the room on the pit.
Definitely don't punch anyone in the face.
Yeah, I would say,
That's
like,
happened to me.
Yeah, don't come to a show like with all the stereotypes, like, oh, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna hit all these fucking people, and I'm like fuck everyone up. Yeah, like, we're all moshing, but like you gotta stay respectful.
Yeah,
and,
especially
like,
with like being a woman and stuff. You gotta watch
yeah.
out. Passing out from heat exhaustion twice, and then I went back in, and then after that, some dude like 6'3", diving, and he landed, like, we conked heads, and I just like automatically hit the ground.
My merch table set up and she was there. The first song ever off their set, and everyone went fucking crazy and knocked over my table.
Yeah, no, the
Shit
table
was
was
insane. We were like, what the fuck? The whole night. We were like, holding
Yeah, I had to like sit on the table to anchor it.
It got so crazy so fast.
Pretty amazing. They weren't really expecting a good show out, and that obviously was not the case. It's kind of weird to see the fandom.
But it's fun to see, and I'm proud of them for it. But it definitely, it's interesting to see people come up and be like, "Oh, your son was rocking it." So.
And cops came around to the back and pulled us all out, man. I pulled my entire butt cheeks out in front of the cop cameras, and that was the wildest night I've had at a show, probably.
I remember we played at Tandem one time. There was like a fight, and someone like knocked down the plant or something, and then the owner got mad and just shut down the whole show from there.
My son did gravitate towards sports more, and then overnight it just switched. No more Jordans, no more Nike shirts, and he was in a band. Yeah, all black. Those pants are really baggy. You need a belt. That's an interesting one. It's hard to look past next week, let alone 5 years. I know they want to continue, and they're talking about touring. They want to go to California, so it's definitely on the horizon for them. We'll see where it goes.
I mean, in 5 years, who knows? A lot can change in a scene like this. So everything costs a lot of money. So they're probably going to have a job. But then balancing job with band, really, finding time to practice for the band is going to be tough. And I mean, gas is expensive. So getting to shows and going on tour is going to be expensive. So I think a job's going to happen.
One thing that we learned today is that the scene is so community-based to the point where it doesn't matter who, what, or where they're playing, they will show up to support as long as their friends will be there and as long as there is an environment for music. I got to talk to the parents of Once More. That's something that no other place will ever done before, I swear to God. I want to shout out everyone who helped us today make this show happen. I want to shout out all the bands who did an amazing performance, and shout out Reggae Bar for hosting us. Shout out to the touring band, Bedtime Stories, for coming all the way to San Antonio, Texas, to have fun with us today at the show.
Shit, bro.
That's the move.
Once more! And we played a show.
Very sweaty, very hot, and men.
An album on all platforms. We have an album on all platforms called Final Kiss on Poison Lips.
In April.
We have something else coming out soon.
Yep.
Yeah,
we have an album out in May.
It's everywhere. I would say it goes from like
smooth jazz.
I feel like we all have our
some
own.
technical jazz. Yeah, all of us have our own like.
It's just emo. We just
Yeah,
play
just
every
emo.
genre, every subgenre. We just play emo.
Trying to make it to next year, you know.
Yeah,
I think when it comes to our workflow, it's like we kind of just keep making stuff until we find something we really like, and it's like if we don't like it all the way, then we just won't finish it, and it's like it kind of sucks sometimes because it's like, oh, it could have been better, but I think it's a good workflow because it just makes us keep writing stuff quick, and it's like it's no bullshit. It's just like when we like it, and we keep going.
Sometimes when it also comes to creation, it's like all of us have a lot of ideas, and we do like get like head to head. Quite often, we're just here for the music, and either way, we're gonna jam out.
If there's not good crowd energy and there's not people having fun, it kind of like.
No, I agree. I think also, though, I feel like it can be a good show without all the elements. I feel like if one thing's bad, then everything else is fucked.
It was a good experience. We played at Happy Place. It was like a small little bar on the east side.
Shout out Happy Place.
Yeah,
More
shout
bands
out
should play
Happy
there.
Place.
It's dope.
There was
wasn't
like
that many people.
20 people, but it felt like a lot of people.
And it's just so cramped, and it's just like, it's awesome.
But everybody was bobbing their heads. Everybody was having like a good time. I mean, maybe, after taking a shot, I'd be off edge too. If it's a smaller crowd and we got to show out, we got to show out.
In 5 years, I see us dead in a ditch. No. But in like next year, or this summer, I see us in Cali.
Definitely Texas, maybe California, we don't know yet.
Maybe Louisiana too.
For my sad friends!
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 For my sad friends.
For my sad friends.
For my sad friends!
For my sad friends.
For my sad friends!
We're For My Sad Friends, and this is Channel 4 News, and we're signing off.